What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Now today I've got another episode 2 of r/Tales from Retail. If you haven't heard of it before and you haven't seen episode 1 that I did a couple of months back, trust me, it's great. Very similar to Entitled Parents, but all these stories come from workers in retail. As you can probably expect, a lot of these stories do involve some very entitled customers, and today's first story is no different, with this Karen demanding a refund on 150 pieces of chicken. Let's get into it. Lady returns 150 pieces of fried chicken. So, a few years back, I worked for a large retail grocery company. And like most grocery stores, we have a deli section. I was working the returns desk, which I was still fairly new at, and a customer rolls up with a cart that had 2 cardboard boxes full of half-eaten fried chicken. I don't think I've ever seen that much fried chicken before. Hello, how can I help you? I say. I would like to return this fried chicken. What's wrong with it? Well, I ordered this for a family reunion this past weekend. I took it home to my family, and when we got to eating, it was all burnt and nasty. We weren't satisfied, and I'd like my money back. I'd like to note that she's still wearing her family reunion shirts. She's quoting our fresh food policy, which is a 100% money back guarantee. So I decide to follow through with the return. Although in my head, I'm thinking why anyone would buy fried chicken from us ever. Of course it was going to be bad. Our deli food is known for being nasty. Anyways, she hands me her receipt and it says that she bought 2 orders of 75 pieces of chicken, totaling out to be about $100. I do the return, give her her money back, and I come around to grab the cart of chicken. But it doesn't end there. Later, I'm taking returns, claims, back to their respective sections. Bakery to bakery, frozen to frozen, etc. I roll the chicken cart over to deli and the 2 workers greet me, confused. I don't remember who said what, so I'll refer to them both as deli. What's this? They ask. Claims. A lady came and returned these, said they were burnt and nasty, and you took it back? Well, yeah, it's policy, I shrugged. 100% money back guarantee. At this point, they're now visibly angry. I have a mini freak out and start to doubt myself. Is that the policy? Did I do it wrong? I was still new at returns, so it is possible. Was I wrong? They tell me no and sigh. They ask what the customer looked like and I described her to them. They get more angry. She came in last weekend to pick up that big order of hers. It took us all day to make it. She comes in and doesn't have enough money. Told us she didn't know it would be that much. She told us about her family reunion and how much it meant to her. She then started crying. She only had about $80 on her, so we, the deli and bakery workers, decided to chip in and help her pay for the rest. All 3 of us looked down at the cart and cardboard boxes filled with half-eaten, nasty chicken. This is why I have trust issues. Honestly, the most shocking thing about this story is that your other co-workers were nice enough to pitch in for this woman who was chatting a lot of rubbish. Obviously, clearly she didn't care that much about the reunion because, you know, she's giving the food back that they've half eaten, by the way. It is a little bit strange to me, though, that you have just immediately given a refund, you know, without really looking into it and looking at the food itself. And, you know, the deli people, you could have spoken to them first, perhaps, and, you know, asked them, do you know this woman? And they would have said, yes, she's an idiot. And then you would have given no refund. But overall, 150 pieces of chicken coming back half eaten. Wow, that is amazing. Yeah, I mean, someone's actually said in the comment, where I work in a supermarket, they don't take perishable items back unless management approves it. That seems much more reasonable. Look, don't get me wrong, this Karen is an idiot. I think we can all accept that. But, you know, giving her a refund straight away for something that she's eaten, honestly, that's potentially even more dumb. Sorry to say it. Now moving on to our second story of today's episode. Entitled Lady Always Gets Rotten Salads. This story belongs to my beautiful wife, who is a deli manager in a major regional grocery store in our area. She runs a tight ship and likes to keep things clean and up to date. So, imagine her surprise when a customer, let's call her the entitled lady, reports that 8 out of 8 box salads, think macaroni salad, potato salad, that sort of thing, that she just bought were all bad. I just bought these 8 salads and every single one of them was spoiled and inedible. My wife replied, I'm so sorry to hear that. That surprises me. Do you have them with you? I'll be happy to exchange them. No, I threw them away, but I have the receipts. My wife looks over the receipts. It is recent, like a day or 2 old, and all in order. Against her better judgment, she errs on the side of good customer service and replaces the 8 salads just on the basis of the receipts. That was on Monday. Come Wednesday, my wife is working on the fryer when she hears a familiar voice telling one of her team, "I just bought these 8 salads and every single one of them was spoiled and inedible." My wife steps forward and says, "I've got this." And the entitled lady does not look pleased to see my wife again. So, still all bad. Did you bring the salads back with you to exchange? No, they're too disgusting. I threw them all away, but I have the receipts. The trouble with that is that I can't send your receipt back to my vendor for credit on the bad salads. I need the salads to do an exchange. But you didn't need them last time. Actually, I did, but I took you at face value and ate it that time. That is not something I'm inclined to do again. The entitled lady at this point starts to rise like a cobra ready to strike. How dare you address me like that? Don't you know how good a customer I am to this store? I want to talk to the manager. Well, sweetie, that would be me. No spoiled salad to exchange, no exchange. At that, the entitled lady storms off in a huff. My wife checks with the rest of her team. It becomes clear that at least twice in the last week, the same entitled lady had hit the deli during their busiest times and gotten new salads without having brought back the purportedly bad ones. That's at least 24 free salads over the last couple of weeks. Right about then, the busy store director comes storming over with the entitled lady in tow. "What's this I hear about you insulting our customers?" My wife replies, "What does she tell you, boss? How I refuse to exchange a product that she doesn't have? Or that over the last 2 weeks, she is the only person to complain that any of our salads are bad, and oddly enough, every single one she got from here was bad? Or that we already gave her dozens of free salads, and that's more than enough generosity for one deli? I'm not saying she's scamming us, sir. But if she doesn't bring the spoiled salad back with her to exchange, there will be no more exchanges." "I see. As you were," said our store director. Then he said to the entitled lady, "You're lucky I don't ban you from the store for this behavior." The entitled lady realizes she's not going to get any further today and sulks away. My wife then makes sure to train everyone on her team to require the old product be returned for any exchanges. A couple of days later, my wife is coming out of the cooler when she hears a familiar voice. "I bought these 8 salads the other day and every single one of them was bad." The entitled lady, of course, is speaking to a different worker who wasn't there the last time. "Did you bring them back with you to exchange?" says the worker. "No, they were gross. I threw them all away." "Well, I can't exchange them unless you bring them back." My wife smiles. "Not even just this once? It's an honest mistake." Then my wife steps out into full view. "Not even just this 10th time. Now get out of my deli and don't ever come back." The entitled lady fled and was never seen in those parts again. You know what? I'm just going to give props to the lady, this entitled lady. 24 free salads. She's absolutely schooled you. And I know it's not moral, it's not nice of her, but she's getting salads for free, and some would argue that she is a master of the system and she's playing you all for a fool. Now, obviously, there are quite a few problems here. The main one being that she was just blatantly lying to you. But you know what? Honestly, for a Karen, I kind of rate the intelligence. She's getting away with it. Yeah, it's not the greatest thing to do, but fair play. To be fair though, kind of similar to the first story, I'm not completely sure that you should be giving refunds out straight away or just, replacements without actually seeing the damage, without seeing the item, because, it doesn't really seem that fair. I do kind of get it, don't get me wrong, customer loyalty is very important, and as a shop, you can show to the customer, don't worry, first time completely fine, we'll give you your salad back and, we'll go from there. Salads aren't the most expensive thing, whatever, but doing it again, twice, nah, you're getting played, it's pretty obvious, not gonna lie. It's exceptional scenes. And now moving on to our final tale from retail. You're working. That's no time to eat. I work in a mall store doing tech repair. Today, I closed the store for about 15 minutes to go and get food from the food court. I didn't eat breakfast, so I'm starving for some cheesesteak. I got the pepperoni cheesesteak, and yes, it's delicious. Anyways, I get back to the store and start reopening when a lady comes fast stepping into the store. Big handbag, the haircut, big sunglasses. I sigh and put on my customer service persona. "Hi, welcome to the store. How can I help you today?" "Excuse me, I came by earlier and you were closed. I need my phone fixed and I'm very busy today." I apologize and explain I had to go and get food. pointing at my cheesesteak, which I was eating when she came in. Clearly, it's lunchtime. "You're at work. You're not supposed to eat at work," she said. Again, I apologize and explain how I haven't eaten breakfast and that my blood sugar was tanking. She interrupts me and screams about how it's unprofessional to eat at work and that it's rude to close the store for something as trivial as basic human sustenance. I apologize for the third time and change the subject. I ask how I can help her. "My phone won't charge. It's been dead for 3 days." Now this I know how to handle. I plug her phone into my amp meter and there's a trickle of power going in. It's reading around 0.47 average. I take a pair of tweezers and in her charging ports was a few little clods of dust and pocket lint. I plug it back in, it's charging perfectly. I hand it back and start to explain it'll be free because it's an easy repair, when she starts yelling about how I couldn't have fixed it that fast and that it's not okay to short a customer. So I cue some malicious compliance. She wants it done right, I'll do it right. I pull a chair up for her and turn on some music and open the phone up. I fiddle around with the charging port for a while, pretending to fix a phone that I'd already fixed. Now, since I've opened the phone, I have to charge her $50 for labor. She scoffs and claims she now knows I tried to waste her time. She pays the $50 and leaves, and I have a good laugh over making a sale that I didn't need to make for a phone that didn't need a repair. Yeah, guys, in my opinion, this is something called the idiot tax. When someone as stupid as this woman, sorry to say that, but come on, it's kind of true, thinks it takes someone, a professional, a too short amount of time to get a job done, therefore it hasn't been done to the right level. If your phone's now charging again and working, doesn't matter how long it took them. They knew the problem, they fixed it instantly. Why waste $50 for them to, you know, just mess about with it a bit more and make you feel better? It's a strange one. It's like, obviously this person knows a lot more about phones than you. It's their job. Let them do their job quickly. You can get out of there quickly and it's, you know, completely free. Perfect. In terms of the eating at work thing, so what, you're just not meant to eat? If you work in a store on your own, right, and you're the only one manning the store, it's not as if you can, you know, go on shift with someone else and have them come in and, you know, look after the store whilst you're off on your lunch break. You got to go eat food, right? And he's only taking 15 minutes out. It's not exactly a long 1 hour lunch break, is it? 15 minutes out, he's eating there because he has to serve customers like you, and you're getting angry at him. Why? Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this one. Really hope you have enjoyed it. This is actually my second Tales from Retail video. If you want to see the first one, wow, it just magically appeared out of nowhere. If you are new to the channel, please do hit this button and subscribe. And I will see you guys all tomorrow with a brand new video. Have a good one.